Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Sunday afternoon / evening time for another episode of Selling Past Your Expiration Date, being thrifty over 50. I'm your one host, Jay.
I'm Peg. Hi, gang. Hey there, 50-year-old, thrifty over 50.
50 over 50.
I love it. Well, my sports update is not a happy one for you today. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't want to talk about sports.
I know. You know,
my fighter lost last night. My football team lost today.
Oh, bummer. You know, we've been talking. I just don't understand coaches not going for those touchdowns when the time is getting shorter and shorter. And when you're playing really good teams, you know, in these playoffs, you can't expect you're going to get the ball back. You just can't expect that. So, you know, a couple of bad calls there too, I think, just like we did. So, you know, I know it's you know, it's tough. And like I say, I don't care who plays in the Super Bowl necessarily.
I want Brady to lose.
Yeah, I know. He
is so good. I'm tired of him being so good. I want someone to break his leg.
And especially since he's gone to another team, you know. Yeah. I know. Sorry, honey. But
let's talk about something better. How's your weather?
Okay. It was snowy. I had my granddaughters come over today, and we played out in the snow in our cul-de-sac where the piles, you know, get pretty high. But we started out with some snow angels today. So it was fun. I mean, you know, when you're little, you like to stay in that snow forever. And they, after an hour, said, "Anybody want some hot chocolate?" No.
It was so funny. So Margaret Collier lives in Texas Gal Treasure, lives in Texas. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And they had some crazy snow like 3 weeks ago that lasted all day long. And so she had to ask a question of other moms she's never had to think about. How long is it okay for the kids to play in the snow? Because she's, you know, living in Texas, you never normally have to think about that. So she had to ask her friends who live in places like Cleveland, "Hey, my kids have been outside in the snow for like 6 hours. Is that okay?"
When mom was little, I was telling this to your sister, when I was little, I absolutely loved the snow. I stayed out for hours at a time because I used to build my forts and my igloos and all of that kind of stuff. And I just lived in the snow. I was quite a snow person when I was younger. I really enjoyed it. So, you know, so we had a good time. It was good fresh air. But then we came in for some hot chocolate. And you know what's good to put in your hot chocolate, Jason? A little Nassau Royale.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, was that delicious? My cheeks were red. I was feeling no pain. You know, me, mommy, one drink, there I am. But it was delicious. I said, "Oh, we'll have to make some more of those little hot toddies."
Craig likes Marsha Brady.
Oh.
And Chicago is getting snow 5 to 9 inches.
Yeah, well, it's coming our way. Yeah, we're
going to be cold the next couple of days. Like 40s is our high. So
for your high, well,
we're going to stay up in our 40s.
Yeah, I think we hit 21 maybe today. Maybe.
How long can the kids play in the snow? About 9 hours.
Yeah, kids can handle it. I mean,
another one we would leave because we lived in the woods, so there's plenty of like hills and forts to be built, and so we'd leave in the morning and wouldn't come back till dark. Really?
Oh yeah, really. I mean, you know, as long as you're dressed properly, you know, got the snow pants and the gloves and the hat and the scarf and the whole 9 yards. You know, you can stay out for a long time.
I'll tell everyone a quick story. Well, here I'll bring up a graphic too. So when Stacey and I first started dating, he was already a college graduate, and so obviously a full-fledged adult at that point. And so we're dating, and she called me one day, and she lived on the west side of town, right in just the outskirts of Cleveland in the first suburb called Lakewood. And she says, "What are you doing today?" I said, "Oh, we're jumping off the roof." I was like 19 or 20. She goes, "You're what?" I go, "Yeah, because we have this really long driveway. So here's where I grew up. So that whole driveway, when plowed, would be plowed to the right of the garage. We'd scamper up on the garage and swan dive off into the snow mounds because they were gigantic, 600 feet of snow, a driveway full of snow." And she goes, "All right, well, I'll come over, but I ain't up on the roof. I'm a smart adult." And then I got her up there, and she swan dived off the roof, and she's like, "Oh, that's fun. Let's do that again." So that's how much snow we grew up in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it just, we're so used to it that, you know, it's second nature to all of us around here. That's for sure.
All right, so guess what? Mom finally finished her inventory, so we'll start with that. She realized, holy crap, there's a mountain of Hawaiian shirts that aren't listed. Yay! So
all my red lines.
About Hawaiian dresses in the past, moo-moos, if you will. And although a lot of it will be the same, we decided to talk about Hawaiian shirts since Mom has so many to relist and they're all just sitting there in a pile. Seemed like the ideal time to give you all a primer in Hawaiian shirts. Now, Craig had asked me earlier today, man, can you tell us the difference between bark cloth and not? I go, wait a minute. Didn't I have you feel it last time you were in Vegas? He goes, that was 2 years ago. I don't know.
Right.
So I promised him that I'd let him fill me up next time he's in Vegas and get the actual.
Yeah. Well,
let's talk about inventory first. So you finally finished.
Yes, I finally finished. Absolutely shocked at the total of things that were no longer listed. That was a real eye opener. And Jason, it wasn't as bad for the things that were missing. You know what I mean? The two things you're looking for when you do an inventory is the things on the shelf that are there physically and then no longer listed. And even more, way more importantly, the things that are listed that are no longer physically there because you sold them either on that platform and forgot someone somehow relisted it, or sold it on another platform and forgot to take it off eBay. So how many things were in your store on eBay that wasn't in your house anymore? 8. Only 8.
So that's pretty good because, of course, that's the detrimental one. Look,
right.
You know,
right.
that something like that sells, you got to cancel. You're catching a
Right.
default. Oh, that's right. Craig was in my closet too. Craig came out of my closet. He found my shirt in my closet.
I love it. Now I had 3 items that were listed twice, a duplication listing.
Okay.
Only 3. So I said, oh my God.
Including the Bacardi one we did the other day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So that wasn't too bad. But the grand total of items no longer listed. Are you all listening to this? 208.
208.
No wonder I'm not selling my stuff.
Well, let me tell you, if you should do it twice a year. At least once a year. So 9 years, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have this hot mess because you're not keeping your eyes on it.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my God is right. 208.
It is. I mean, it just, as I started to tally, I'm going, oh my Lord, I knew it was bad when I got to the Hawaiian shirts, the men's shirts, there were 35, Jason.
Okay. How many Hawaiian shirts? S. Gill 100 want to know.
Yeah.
35.
Yeah. 35 on the men. I had, in ladies, I had about 10 items, I think.
Yes, Angelique, that is a lot of money. So because Mom had pulled 35 Hawaiian shirts that she needs to relist, she's like, well, might as well talk about them because they're all here in a nice stack ready to go.
Yes.
See, that's how the show gets written sometimes. Things just happen that we're like, duh, we're talking about
and I've been kind of noticing, questions popping up with the newer people in the Secret Beach and the Thrifting Board about Hawaiian shirts. And that's when I said, maybe we need to help them out a little bit because, sure, you can go back and look at the webinars sometimes, but, it's kind of nice to have someone talk about it too as well right in front of you. So if you have any questions too, as we go through these, everyone just let us know, okay?
All right, so I'm going to start, and just so I can show you the difference between bark cloth is very important. If you have a bark cloth Hawaiian shirt or muumuu, that is a huge, huge selling point to a lot of muumuu collectors and Hawaiian shirt collectors. So if you have it, you got to know what it is. And bark cloth is cotton. It's just a process the way it's done. So I'm going to make me full screen. Mom will still be here in the background. But okay, so oops.
Whoop.
What did I didn't even touch anything. That was weird. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is a regular Hawaiian shirt. There is no texture at all to material. It is very soft. Okay. So that's a regular Hawaiian shirt. I happen to have a muumuu, and let's see if this is going to work at all. Okay, you can actually see the texture, and it's got a little bit of a rougher feel to it. This one is on the softer side. Some get very much on the stiffer side because bark cloth originally was made from an actual bark, and it was pounded out. And of course, we're not wearing bark anymore, but they kept the process going. And so there's actual texture. Trying to show the texture.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, maybe the green will be better. Oh, yeah. Look at that texture in the green. See that? You can see all the texture in there. So you can really feel there is a little bit of a grip to this one. No grip at all to that. And then this is a bark cloth, a little on the softer side. Majority of them are a lot thicker almost like you got your thin little carpet and then you got your thicker pile carpet. Okay. So if it's got texture and it's a Hawaiian shirt or muumuu, it's probably bark cloth. Probably.
Yeah. The old
Not 100% of the time, because they did make some textured shirts and like polyester that have a textured feel, but they're not bark cloth.
Right. So that's always a good one. I mean, and bark cloth will bring you more money. There's no doubt about that.
Oh,
okay.
Thanks for the tip there, Sleepless Hustler. $2. That's awesome. Thank you. How long did it take you to go through? 3 weeks? 2 weeks? What was it?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I mean, if I had done it every day for 8 hours a day, it would have been sooner, but I could just stand it just so long. And I just finished yesterday. I mean, I called Jason and Stacy and said, oh, it's done.
Single stitch isn't a big deal on vintage Hawaiian clothing. That's more of a big deal on vintage t-shirts.
Right.
Like I've never used that term on any Hawaiian shirts, and no one's ever asked me. Is bark cloth always 100% cotton? Yes, absolutely.
Yes. All right. I'm going to start with a label that came up in the I don't know if it was thrifting board or secret beat. That's thrifting board, and this girl had indicated, I'm sorry I don't have her name, that she had found some Hawaiian shirts made in Hawaii, and I'm thinking she's talking about made in Hawaii label. But she wasn't. They were just made in Hawaii. So I want to show everybody there is a huge difference here. This is a made in Hawaii label, which is the label. Yes, it's also made in Hawaii, but that is the company name. So
and that shirt is bark cloth.
Yes, it is. It is.
I can see it. I can see it in an instant. That was bark cloth.
So so there is a huge difference. Not just made in Hawaii, like stitch and sewn, but the label of the company is made in Hawaii, and those are vintage. I don't even think they're around anymore, are they, Jason?
No. Let's see the rest of that shirt.
Yeah, it's a good one, but it's smaller. It's just like it's a medium. If you want any of these shirts, anybody, just let me know. All right, so there's that one. Now this is an old timer. It's also made in Hawaii, but the label wasn't as good, Jason. So I didn't want to show it. But this has the metal buttons. Everybody, let's see, Jason. Here we are. Can you see the button?
Yeah, so those are what's called the coin buttons or the Chinese coin buttons.
Yep.
That is another selling point that when you have those, you want to make note of it. And I just sold a Kamehameha brand shirt that the buttons, the coin buttons, are actually King Kamehameha. So that's an even better selling point.
Right. So you definitely want to mention that, when you're listing. These flowers here are the plumeria, which is my favorite from Hawaii, and a nice bark cloth, but it's a small size. And again, Jason, probably a vintage medium, so not really, really big. Okay. All right. Here's another label for you.
I think there's one in the files already, Mary. It's been there for quite a while. I am 99% sure.
Oh, yeah. Bark cloth curtains, they bring some good money. Okay. This, let's see if I can get these labels up here better. Sorry. This is a Kahala. Okay, but also by John Severinsen.
Move to your left.
Oh, my left. Oop, there we go.
Yeah, your other left.
Yeah, I know. Is it showing enough, that label?
Yeah, bring it a little closer.
Okay.
And then angle it the other way. Yeah, there you go. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. No. Keep going like so you're coming back.
Oh.
No. This is a new fun game. See, no. So now the tag is curled up. That's why I was trying to get you to.
Oh, sorry. Gotcha.
Yeah,
right,
so it'd probably be better.
How about that? Is that better now?
Now, yeah, still that way.
Okay, sorry guys, it's hard because I'm using my phone, so I can't see real well on the phone because it's so tiny. But like I said, this is a Kahala label, but also John Severinsen. So you want to put both of those names in your title, okay? And
Kahala has a lot of artists that do the shirt, and so a Rain Spooner too, for that matter. Yes. And so when they call out an artist, man, so many people forget to put that in the title. And some people are like, I want all the John Severinsen shirts. And so they're looking specifically.
Right. So you definitely want to do that. Okay. Here's a great label. This is an older label. Jason, I don't think Iolani's in business anymore, are they?
Nope.
Yeah, I think they're long gone.
That is an older label, but that is the most modern version of that older label. That's is there any other tags? Because that definitely looks older, younger than the 70s, but I didn't see any.
No, honey, that's the only one on the shirt. That's
okay.
It. Yeah, and this is this is a bigger size. This is an extra large. I just love the orchids and the Housekeeping on here. This is a beautiful shirt. So I can't, no wonder I didn't sell it. It wasn't up.
Oh yeah, Angelique says don't forget to yell out the sizes. So that one was extra large.
Extra large, yes. Okay, this is also an extra large. This is Tommy Bahama. Tommy doesn't bring as much.
Higher, Mom.
Oh, sorry. Doesn't bring as much money as they used to. Some do, just depending on the shirt. Most of Tommy Bahama's.
Okay, bring that shirt back. So that shirt has texture. If you can see it, but it's a silk shirt, so it is not bar cloth.
Correct. It is a silk shirt. Most of his are 100% silk, made in China. That's not a big deal here, guys, when you talk about this made in China, okay? Because all of Tommy Bahama's stuff does come from China. And we got the yellow hibiscus flowers on this one. Extra.
So, hey, S Gill 100, are we friends on Facebook? If we are, and you can find that link, send it over to me. I'll pop it up here. We'll take a look at it.
Oh wow! Woo! $465. Whoa! Okay, if I said the name Wyland, would you guys know who I'm talking about? Of course, Jason and I do know, and maybe some of you out there know. If you have ever seen any of the fish murals in different cities across the United States, that's the man that does all those paintings. And he also has beautiful art galleries, scattered in resort areas like Key West, of course, Hawaii, and different places. Yep. And so this is a Wyland shirt. They didn't make much, Jason. I don't know why. And it is a size extra large, and that is their label. And it's just blue with some palm trees on it, and just a very nice, print. Wyland didn't go real crazy on his prints. Okay. This is a new with tag, and this is a large RJC. This is one of the lower end of Hawaiian shirts, huh, Jason? I mean, don't hold not as big money as you would on your vintage one. It's quite pretty. It's got the different flowers, the hibiscus and the plumeria on it, and it is new with tag, everybody. So I still have the tag here. So
does it have the original price on it?
Let's see, Jace. No, honey, it does not. Nope. Sorry to say. Wish it did.
I got the shirt. Thank you, S Gill 100. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you. So here's the 465. So this is probably going to be 1950s. I'm going to get a hell of a look to it.
Wow. Look at that. That's really cool.
Unconditionally washable. That's a heck of a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you go back to Hawaiian shirts in the 40s, now you're talking thousands of dollars.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure. Okay, who's this? All right, this.
Why would it be lower end? Well, that's a weird question. Why is a Jetta a lower end compared to, say, a Corvette? Just because it is. They're not expensive. They're readily available at like 1,000 places. And they're just like the workhorse of Hawaiian shirts, kind of like Hilo Hatties.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here's a vintage label. This is by Hawaiian Holiday, and it is 100% rayon. Oops, is that straight?
Hold on.
There we go. Okay, so if it's rayon, that's pretty early, guys, because and this is just a flowered with the rainbows on it.
But what a weird rainbow, because that ain't the colors of the rainbow.
I know, Jason. Isn't that strange?
What an odd rainbow.
Now look at the collar. This is pretty long and pointy.
It sure is.
Yeah, for that time. So I'm guessing later 70s, maybe maybe when the disco era came out, possibly.
No, Craig, that Kahanamaku shirt was not bar cloth. Okay. In fact, maybe silk. They don't say, they don't know, but yeah, that was not bar cloth.
Yeah. All right, we've talked about Hilo Hattie many times. The black and white one, guys, is the earlier label. Okay, like that. That's over. Oops, sorry. Can't
no, other way.
Other way.
Always the other way.
I can't see.
I know. Look, okay. All right, hold it right there. Okay. Now look where you're at on your phone.
Okay.
So always line up right there.
Right there. Okay. Yeah. So that's an early label, usually probably in the 80s, right, Jason? The black and white?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is, what size do we have here, guys? This is a large, vintage large, but it looks pretty decent, Now,
the little extra little lines along with the floral pattern, bring it over, Ma, is a tapper pattern.
Yes.
And so anytime you see tapper pattern, you want to call that out
Correct.
because that is a big keyword. Ooh, the Chief just scored.
Oh. All right.
If I found a Hawaiian shirt from the 50s in not so good condition, would I buy it? Hell yes.
Oh yeah.
They're hard to find, so collectors will take them in any condition. But of course, the better the condition, the better the price. But heck yeah.
Okay, now here's your label. This is Kai's of Hawaii.
Yeah.
But you see where it says made in Hawaii? So when you make that reference, that's not like what I showed you as the first one where it says made in Hawaii as the actual label. This was made in Hawaii. So I hope you guys are getting that, the reference. But this is by Kai's, which is, earlier, more vintage. I like this one, Jason, because it's got lots of turtles on it and lots of fishies on the bottom.
Wow, heck yeah, that's a great shirt.
Yeah, isn't that a great shirt? This is a vintage size. What do we have here? Oh, this is a 2XL. So that's good,
And yes, Tapa is TAPA.
Correct. Okay, now this particular shirt, I only bought it because of the size. It's a nice print, no special label. It's, in fact, the label is called High Seas, but it's a 3XL. So when I see the big Hawaiian shirts, I don't pass them up, you guys. I usually buy them no matter what the label is. Where I am more concerned about my other sizes being, more of a vintage or a better label. But when
how much for the turtle shirt? You might have a sale right here.
The turtle shirt, let's say, let's see, that was what, Kai's? How's $30 sound? Is that too much? I don't know. Make me an offer?
$30 shipping included, Deb? How's that sound?
Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then here's another one. That's not any special label, it's just big dogs.
Yeah.
But I picked it again because it is.
Deb said sold. So they're first sold one right during the show. Woo!
I picked this up, guys. Like I say, no special label, but it's a 4X, and it does have a nice print on it. You got your.
Now here's the deal. Go back.
Oh, yep.
So here's the key. Here's the keywords to this mug. That's a very this shirt. That's a very famous Tiki mug. They kind of made their homage to. That is made by Frank Homa out of Oklahoma. That is the war god. So if I were to sell this shirt, and Mom's selling this shirt, I would for sure work Frank Homa war god in the title and or the item specifics. And then let me see the green Tiki mug, Ma.
Let's see. Is it?
Yeah, it's right by your hand.
Here's another one. Is that better?
Yeah. Okay, so that's basically like the bucket, the three-faced bucket mug.
Bucket.
They just put the dog instead of the Tiki. So you got two recognizable Tiki mugs right there. Plus, you got a Pilsner glass. You got the pineapple Tiki drink. So, Hula Girl, not her. So, yeah.
Yeah. So like I say, the label didn't attract me. It was what was on the shirt.
Did you buy it on the show? Did we have the purchase done before the show was over? I don't remember. I don't remember ever a sale happening that quick. Debbie's like, how much? $30 sold. That was pretty quick.
That was very
quick. I don't think we've ever had that quick of a sale.
Yeah, who was it? Was it Susan that bought the jacket a couple of weeks ago with the gal? But she took forever to buy it. Because I told what's her name I was going to buy it if she hadn't because she's taking so long.
Yeah.
Okay, and another big one. This is a 5X, guys. No special label, just called Profile.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas, baby's right. So, and this does have it's new with tag, Jace.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then let's see if there's a price tag on this one.
Hi, Susan.
Yeah, no price tag, but like I say, I'm picking these up, guys. Just
all right. So Kevin is in the Secret Beach, and Kevin said he didn't know Frank Coleman made Tiki. Kevin, you have not paid attention to the Tiki webinar because that's one of the holy grails, and anytime I teach anything, I always teach the holy grails in case you find one.
Again, Tommy Bahama, everybody, in a large. Just a nice print with some pretty flowers, 100% silk. I tell you, his silk shirts, they really feel good on. Dad, that's probably Dad's favorite. Is that? Yeah, this is nothing special, just called Island Shores, just in the print. This is also an extra large. Okay, and yeah, that one. Now this is a Hawaiian shirt, but look, I've never seen this Margaritaville label, Jason. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Mommy didn't know that one at all. And it basically, it's just flowers, just the usual flower type thing. And this size is a large in the Margaritaville shirt. Okay.
We'll pause for a Frank Coleman break.
Yeah, sure.
So, oh, where is it? Man, what? There it is. One sold for $1,000 not too long ago. All right, so this is the main mug, but it went for too little. If I would have saw this, I would have bid on it. This is an $800 to $1,000 mug.
Oh wow!
Wrong people. So it ended at 8:19 a.m. You know, not the greatest time to end an auction.
Yeah.
This is the Francoma War God, and the Francoma also made coconuts and bamboo stalks, and this is called the cultured pearl mug.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be on Amazon right now. But man, the red Francoma, they didn't use Tiki. Let's see if they didn't use Tiki. I swear, just over $1,000 like in the last 2 weeks.
Wow.
All right, I will find it, but yeah.
Okay.
There's your Francoma. There's your quick Francoma list.
There you go. All right, I pulled up this woman's blouse because of the different label. Is it Jason? Is it Coley? Is that how you pronounce that?
Yep.
Yeah, Coley. And that's just a woman's blouse. It's a smaller size. I'm going to say probably a medium, guys. It says size 8 on there, so not real big, but just a nice soft, pretty print. Okay, and then I wanted to show you this label. This one is Maluna, made in Hawaii. Right here. See that label, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is strictly a muumuu in comparison, guys. Just loose and flowing, okay? That's what a muumuu is in compared to the dresses.
All right, got it. There it is, $1,100, and this is actually the one I own.
Wow, look at that.
So this was made. Talk about an awesome piece of swag.
Yeah.
This was made for the Sapulpa Rotary Sweetheart Luau. Oh. So this was just like, hey, yo, local company, can you make us some mugs in a different color? And they're like, sure. And now it's worth $1,100.
Yeah. Can you believe that? Unreal. Unreal. Yep. Okay. This tag, and I've talked about this department store before, was the Liberty House by Tori Richard, Jason. Okay. Liberty House was one of the big places back in the day where you bought a lot of your Hawaiian shirts and dresses.
It was like the JCPenney of Hawaii.
Yeah, it just was. This is a size 12, and this is one gorgeous, gorgeous dress, you guys, by them. Okay, so whoops, I'll toss that one. And
wait a minute, Super Trooper. You didn't want to start looking for Tiki mugs till today? There is a Tiki mug that sells for $1,000 every 3 weeks. Guaranteed. Every 3 weeks.
Okay.
So if today was a day, where you been? I've been teaching Tiki mugs forever. Where you been?
All right. This is another vintage dress by The Reef. Another old label there. Yep. You see that one, gang? And Jason, it's not really bark cloth, but it's kind of.
I saw that it was textured, but I wasn't sure I could.
Yeah, it's textured, but not so much in the bark cloth. And this is a loose fitting dress with the cute sleeve, a little different sleeve design.
I suck, Jason. All right. Yeah, well, I've been trying to teach you. I've been trying. Here, look. 2,600, 2,500, a little under 2,500.
Yeah, they're there.
1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,100. Man, if you ain't jazzed to look at Tiki mugs, yeah, I can't. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make him drink.
Okay. All right. We'll see. This is
plus, you need to find the ones I need, and then I'll give you the money. See?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the reason I teach you guys about Tiki stuff, so I can buy from you.
Yeah. Sharon says I like those sleeves. I know the sleeves were different on that Hawaiian dress.
Do you have a matched pocket in any of those shirts?
I don't know if I do or not. And I thought I had one here with a welt pocket, and I can't find that.
All right, so Super Trooper said, I do read your post, but I feel intimidated. Intimidated?
Oh, no.
The whole point of our show in the groups is to teach you to go find the stuff. So what would be intimidating? Going out and finding it? It's there. Because look, all those $1,000 mugs, someone else had to have found.
Right.
Might as well be you, Super Trooper.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, this one I brought out, guys, because it does have some, it's kind of a tap of feel, Jason, a little. But it's got the outrigger on it. Now that's another thing, gang. Don't forget, when you look at your shirt, try and put in as many of the keywords as you can. This one's got fish and it's got the outrigger.
Does it have a match pocket?
No. Well, kinda. It's a little off kilter. Can you wait a minute? Let me see here.
Yeah, where is it?
Right here. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, it's pretty. That's matched. That's matched.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close.
As you can see, unlike I think it was the Big Dogs or one of them,
Yeah.
that's a match pocket. It takes more material and more time to do a match pocket. For instance, here's a non-match pocket.
Yeah.
All right. So this pocket, right? Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, sorry, mine is matched. Mine's matched too.
Matched too, good. Oh yeah. See?
So they go the extra mile to match up the pocket. So when they don't, it's not bad, but when they do, it's something you want to call out. And some people only want Hawaiian shirts with matched pockets.
Jason, do you know that label, Howie?
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of Howie.
Have you? Oh, okay. All right. This is what size is this? This is an extra large, everybody. Okay. All right. This was Norman James of California. No special label, but I like the print a lot. It was made in the USA, Jason. This particular one.
Let's see that tag. I don't think I know that brand.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So yeah, so made in the USA, guys.
Never heard of it.
Never. Okay. Who do we have here? Another Tommy. This is an extra large, a very soft, pale greenish and yellow with the flowers. And he no, I don't. Well, this could be a matched pocket on his, Jace, I think. Can you see it there on this side?
Yeah, move your hand. No.
Quite. Okay.
Relatively close.
You're close, but yeah.
So Angelique says you put match pocket in the title if you got room. You know, if you cover all the other basics of the material, the whatever's on it, the brand. You know, now some of these brands are not that amazing, so you could get away with just putting the brand in the item specifics. But if it is a Iolani, if it is a Rain Spooner, if it is a Kahala, if it is a Tommy, yeah, you want that in your title. But if it's one of these off brands like Howie's, Howie's is fine, but put Howie's in the description of that, and you can put in the better things in the title, like coin buttons, match pocket.
Right. Okay, here is an earlier Tori Richard label. And this is a woman's blouse, actually, Jace. And it is, what was I going to tell you about this? Something. I lost my train of thought. It's a smaller size for sure. Probably a medium on that. And now her pocket looks kind of matched, doesn't it?
Yeah, but close. But
close. I mean, it's not exact. I know what you're saying. It's just
so they put
not exact.
They put the effort in, but they didn't get it all the way. So.
Oh, and I know what I wanted to say about this. Now, there's not a whole lot to say about this Hawaiian shirt.
I know what I want to say about this. There's not a whole lot to say about this.
No, there isn't. So one thing that I do add, and I know we've talked about this before, so for some of you that know it, I will add the words Aloha Friday, because in Hawaii, that is their dress down day, and that's when they wear their Hawaiian shirts or dresses, to work. So I always put in Aloha Friday when I'm hurting, for words, because once you say ferns and tropical and Hawaiian, there isn't much left on this one. Another Tommy Bahama in extra large.
Nope, she hasn't had a reverse print yet, Marisa.
No, and I don't have any, I'm sorry to say. So yeah, this is just, just a nice soft print. This is probably, no wonder I didn't sell it because it wasn't up, but I just love this print. This is another Tommy Bahama. In extra large, you guys. I just think this is gorgeous. You've got all the different tropical flowers from Hawaii on here, and just a beautiful, beautiful shirt. Okay. Yeah, let's see what we got left. Anything exciting in here? Yeah, nothing. Just basic. This is a 2XL showing a pineapple and the flowers. David Taylor, Jason. I don't know his name, but the reason I bought it because it's a 3XLT.
Okay, so XLT means it's a 3XL, which is bigger, obviously, and tall.
Right. So, and it's got some nice keywords in there that I can use.
Right, I'm gonna go grab a reverse print because I got one live right now. So.
Oh, good. Go ahead. You want to show it? Go ahead. All right, I will finish up here, guys. I have, who's this by? Well, it's an extra large, and just sometimes my Regan likes just to wear the solid ones, but the design is imprinted in there. There's palm trees in here and some other tropical flowers in that, but it's just a solid, but it's got the design imprinted in there. So those are always pretty.
Kansas City scored again.
Oh dear, looks like it's going to be Kansas City, huh? And yeah, and then this is just some sailboats and it was nice as this. This is just another extra large. I just picked it up mainly for the print. And there you have 35 shirts.
No rain spooners, huh?
No, I didn't. I've sold those. Those were gone. You got any there?
Yeah, well, the one I want to show. So this is Rain Spooner. They've done a lot of college stuff. So this is for Team Trojan, USC. And here is the print on the outside of the shirt.
Nice. Yeah.
So the reverse print would be more muted than the inside of the shirt. So there's the inside. So you can see the outside and the inside. Way more vibrant on the inside than the outside. That is called reverse print. It is not made wrong. So many people ask that question.
Right.
Just a look, but that is a question. That is that is the terms you want to use in your title. And you need to take a picture where you can see the inside and the outside together. Now, this one is it's a full button down. So it's pretty easy to take a picture. I do realize my teenager didn't take a picture of the two together. So I got to have a little chat with her to make sure she understands when we have the reverse prints that she has to take a shot, one picture, so it shows both sides. So the customer fully understands what they're getting.
Exactly. Because you got to be clear on that. That's for sure.
Yep. All right, so that is your primer to Hawaiian shirts.
Yes.
Now, here's the deal. People are always shocked by this. When Hawaii was about to become a state and air travel became a somewhat easier thing to do, and everyone started going to Hawaii, there was 1,372,473 mom and pop labels. I've never seen them all, and so I've been wearing Hawaiian shirts since I was 4.
Right.
And I've been selling them for 21 years, and I still haven't seen them all. There are still people every week who bring up a label on the secret or the 13 board. Well, the Secret Beach too, and I'm like, never seen that one.
Yeah,
because it was these little mom and pops that put up maybe 4 or 5 shirts, and then they close up shop, and another mom and pop came by. So yeah, the main ones you'll always see, but then there's these little ones, and I'm like, nope, but it's cool because it's vintage and hard to find.
When Dad and I took our first trip in 1965, so that was 6 years after Hawaii became a state. So it was still pretty, back like the old time should be. And there was a beautiful area called the International Marketplace, which is still there, but it's disgusting in my opinion today. But back when we went, they had all these cute little boutique stores. I mean, there must have been 40 or 50 of them. And everyone, Jason, sold Hawaiian clothing. So can you imagine if Mom had only known to jump on? We brought home a few things that that we picked up there, but if I'd only known, buy and keep, and so that's probably where all those labels came from, because they're all the mom and pop little shops.
Paul wants to know if you bought all those for a quarter.
No, usually my Hawaiian shirts anywhere from $1 to $2 to $3, sometimes $5.
All right, so before we move on, how many live Hawaiian shirt listings do you think there are right now on eBay? Got a guess?
Yeah, let's see, troopers. What do you got? What
do you think? You don't know. What do you think?
Oh, me? Well, it's got to be thousands and thousands, I'm guessing. I'll say 20,000.
And then no cheating, everybody. How many times have you been to Hawaii? Kathy wants to know.
10, 12 times, I think, in my lifetime. I've been very fortunate.
I'm right behind you, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I just, it's my favorite place ever.
All right, so we got 95,000.
Yeah, could be.
500,000. 33. You're hilarious. 1 million. You're hilarious. Somewhere in between there. 210,301.
Yikes! So yours better stand out. You better have a good title, good pictures.
And then we're going to completed, so not just solds, but all completed. 39,655, and then we'll go to solds. 25,530, and now let's see what the most expensive Hawaiian shirt was.
Yeah, let's.
Wow, why that Rain Spooner went for so much, I have no idea.
Wow. Yeah.
And if you have a $1,000 Hawaiian shirt, don't put it on the ground and take a picture.
Oh God, can you imagine?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that sure is a
Very
good looking
old
one
and
though.
very sweet.
Yep.
But yeah, when you start to get into the 1940s and 50s, that's when you're talking $4,
Big.
$5, $10, $12,000. So
I know we went into a shop on one of our visits to Hawaii that sold nothing but those early vintage ones, and the prices.
I know how he stays in business because I don't know who's walking into that shop
I know.
dropping $8,000 on a shirt enough to pay the rent.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I guess, they must buy it, Jason, or it wouldn't be in business, honey. You know, you got to be people spending that money, I guess.
I don't know if I've sold any Hawaiian shirts on eBay in a while, but I have been selling them in the Tiki fashion groups.
Mm.
So I put up 9 shirts. I sold 5 of them like that last week. And I'll be doing that again with some of my dresses and some of my Hawaiian shirts. So there you go. There's your primer to start you looking for Hawaiian shirts.
And like I said, we're here to help you guys. If you need any more help, just send the questions out to us. We'll be glad to answer you any way we can.
All right. Each week we share cute and or embarrassing photos of us in our youth. And first up is That's My Mama.
Hey, this is my kindergarten picture, everybody. In 1948, my teacher's name was Miss Bradford. And that was back in the days when we had nap time and we had our little straw mats that we laid on the carpet and took naps. But I want you to get a look at the shoes. Because if I said to some of you out there, and I'm sure you'll know the brand, those are Buster Brown shoes. And does anybody remember the jingle? Hi, I'm Buster Brown. I live in a shoe. That's my dog Tide. He lives in there too. Now, I can remember that, but I can't remember what I did yesterday. Oh, golly. So, yeah, there they are, my Buster Browns and my little pinafore dress. And still wish I knew where those kids were. I got their names.
What's the purpose of making the reverse print? You'd have to ask the first person who did that like 70 years ago. Yeah. I have no clue. Yep. You'd have to go back, and whoever invented the reverse print, you would definitely have to ask them.
Yeah.
Is there an easy way to tell if it's vintage? Yeah, like with any piece of clothing, the label. If there's no care tag, that means it's pre-1973. And you know the labels from the 70s and the 60s. They're paper, they're hard, they're rough. That little like, so not the long ones, but the little ones, like the kind of like a loop. So, those are things that it's like with any clothing. No care tag means pre-1973.
Yep. So that's Mom back in the day.
All right. So I ran across one I hadn't shown before. I started, unfortunately, losing my hair when I was in my young 20s and was not too pleased with it. But this was probably about 1997-ish. So I'd be 26. And I just started buzzing it because maybe 1998, maybe. There we go.
Oh, boy. Look at that.
So you can see how nice and thick it was on the sides, but not so much on the top. And I was such a dork. That tie with the computer on it, the mouse was actually 3-dimensional and hard plastic. So, yes, I was a nerd who wore a computer tie.
I love it, Jason.
Thank you. Thank you. This was at a Varsity Spirit Fashions national sales meeting.
Yep.
It was a fancy dinner night.
Uh-huh. So we had to get dressed up. I love that one. I don't remember that picture.
I don't remember that rep's name either.
No, I don't either. Can't pull that one up.
Yeah, we should have had pictures of Hawaii this time. But we'll be back with them.
Yeah, that we will.
I knew Brian would like my tie. Very like my tie. Well, thanks, guys. All right. So where are we? Little housekeeping.
Okay.
Stacy, we've been teasing you that Stacy and I have a new venture in our lives starting in the near future. It's going to take a little while to start, but it's going to need some pre-work being done. So next week is part of the pre-work week. So no thrifty business nor selling past your expiration date next week because we'll be busy working on our new adventure, which we will all share with you in the near future. But we were going to skip Super Bowl Sunday, but since there isn't as big a pomp and circumstance and pre-shows like in normal years, I'm like, all right, let's do a show on Super Bowl Sunday, but let's do it earlier. So we are going to do a show. So not next Sunday, but the following Sunday, 2 weeks from today, we're going to do it at 3 p.m. Eastern. So a rare middle of the day kind of thing. And that way, if you do want to watch Super Bowl, you can do that too. So we'll hang out with you.
Yeah.
We'll do Super Bowl.
It'll be fun.
All
I can
right.
still wear my brown sweatshirt, I guess.
I can still wear my pack sweatshirt.
I know. Okay. All right. This isn't a huge sale, but I wanted to just mention this. Remember when I showed it to you guys? I got this for nothing. I was at a sale and the guy said, "Oh, just take it," because there was no record, and so I got it for nothing. And I thought, well, being Uncle Remus, that I thought it might sell. So since it was free, and I got the $9.99 for it. So for something that's free, but don't be afraid to just try and sell the sleeve. Not the sleeve, Jason. What's the word I want?
The cover.
Yeah, the cover. The jacket, because some of them can be worth money without the record. So that was the main reason I wanted to show that to you guys.
Yes. No, I don't have the tie. I did sell the tie. At what age did I have to start scrunching down to be in the photo with others? About the first grade, maybe. Because in kindergarten, I was as tall as my teacher. When are we going to tell you guys? Soon. We'll tell you the whole story, but it's actually since we started beginning this new adventure, it's already changed a little bit. So hang tight. No, we're not opening a tiki bar. Although a friend who owns a tiki bar and I were talking today, he goes, "You should open a tiki bar." I'm like, "Hey, I'm too busy doing other things."
Too bad we didn't have the money to buy the Mai Kai.
Yeah, no kidding. Yes, Jason and Stacy's excellent adventures for sure.
Woohoo, yeah. If you pay me enough, I'll tell you.
All right.
Okay. So yes. All right. So that was number one. Number two. This was a lamp that we picked up at a sale that I paid $3 for, you guys. And we didn't have the lampshade, which was fine because those nautical type lamps really do so well. So we bought it for $3 and we sold it for $49.99. Yeah, that was a good sale. I like it when they just buy it and it's pay it and go quick.
I am 6'5", and no, we're taking a break from doggies for quite a while. We've had a dog for 21 straight years, and we're ready to be able to just be like, "Hey, you want to run to Hawaii for a long weekend?" Sure. No dog sitter needed, so we're taking a little break. Yeah. No, we're definitely not guessing.
When our last pup passed
away. So Kevin does know a little bit, and in about a week, it might be getting better, Kevin. I'll just put that out there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. This would be a good one for a video too, because you can have obviously no lights on, or bottom on, or the top on.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, anything nautical.
That wouldn't have been a bad 10-second video.
Yeah. Anything nautical, you guys, I highly recommend you buy it if it's reasonable enough. It always sells them very, very well. Now here was a Hawaiian blouse.
Hold on. I gotta laugh. Hold on.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me find. No!
You coming back home to Mom?
No!
Heavens.
Marisa, did it stop snowing in Cleveland? No, we saw it didn't. So no!
Oh, goodness. Okay. Speaking of Hawaiian blouses, I only bought this for the size. Well, the print is pretty too, but also for the size, you guys. No special brand label on that one. The blouse was a 3X that I paid $2 for and sold it for $32.99. So sometimes, like I say, the label doesn't matter, just as long.
She's been busy working. She just showed up. Way to bring the party down, Marisa.
I love it.
Mom moving in. No, I tried to get Mom and Dad to move to Vegas a long time ago. And
yeah,
they did.
Yep, that he did. If I didn't have grandchildren, I probably would have. Yeah, this I just picked up not too long ago, if you guys recall. Let's see. I only paid 99 cents for that, Jason. It's a vintage Orchids of Hawaii tiki mug, everybody, but it has the green eyes, the green rhinestone eyes. And so make sure you always put that in the title as well. And I did sell it for best offer of $15 on that one.
Yes. More thumbs up for my mom getting her inventory done. 150 are watching live. How are you, everybody? Good to see you. Give us a big old thumbs up if you liked what you've learned, if you laughed today, if you've learned anything. Give us a big old thumbs up.
And again, just to reiterate, I hope there's not many of you out there that did what I did after 9 years. Do it now, guys. Don't put it off. It was a hell of a job. And I'm happy to say these just got delivered on Saturday to this woman, Jason. It's been one of my things that's still been held up. For those of you who don't know, this is gravel or pebble art that I found the pair of them and only paid $3 for the pair and sold them for best offer of $55. And they were beautiful and they were different. I had never seen these before, but most of that work in there is all little pebbles of gravel or pebble, whatever you want to call them. So if you can find a gravel art cheap enough, always buy it, you guys, because it sells well. I've sold every piece I've ever bought, Jason. Now I have none to sell.
Oh my God, I had the. Oops, wait. Oh my God, I had those in 1970.
See, in fact, we were at a garage sale over the weekend, and there was a 3-piece set in the kitchen, but they wanted $225. But it sold. I couldn't flip it. So what am I going to do? I just couldn't do it. Oh, remind me if we have time. Well, we might not have time. I forgot to tell about my estate sale when we went. Remember, that was my tease for last week's show.
Take a note, and then we'll lead with that on Super Bowl Sunday.
I will.
So write your keywords down so you remember your whole story.
Yeah, I will because it's a good one. Okay. Yep. All right, moving on. This was no fancy label here, you guys. It's just Jacqueline Farrar. Don't know who that is. A leather jacket that we paid $5 for and sold it for the full price of $34.95.
Nice.
Yeah. So hey, you never know. Okay. Good old virus careless.
Shut up! I don't believe you.
I should count how many I have left, but I used to have hundreds of boxes because I had over 1,000 carolers, you guys. I'm down to about 3 boxes left now, Jason. So they are moving. This was the gingerbread lady, and I did sell her for a best offer of $30.
So Rick says, how do you ensure the gravel doesn't shake loose during shipping?
Yeah.
We shrink wrap them? Yeah,
we shrink wrap.
I saran wrap them too, Rick. They could still shake loose, but at least it'll be contained. Yeah. So, because I've gotten those before where I just take a little glue and put some gravel back on, makes it easy. But this way, if it is cellophane, then it's held in there.
Right. So that
helps. Not duct tape. Not duct tape.
No. Hey, look
what I sold. You sold a seashell macrame hanging plant holder?
Yes. And this one we only paid $2 for that one and sold it for full asking price of the $59.99. We went to a sale over the weekend, guys, and specifically for these, they had them hanging, but they had them priced so high I couldn't even touch them, $25 to $55. And I said, well, there's no room to flip. But if you find them cheap, like $2, like I did, or remember that great big one that I sold, I only paid $10 for that one. These sell very well. The ones that Mommy has found, we sold every one. So,
is that a new black backdrop?
Well, no, it's not new. We have it.
You just never use it.
He just never uses it. So I that's the only thing I won't give away, but that's next on my list to order is the backdrop and the different colors. So I will do that. Okay. Here's a vintage. This is Wee Mai Kai. Jason, do I have a picture of the label in there? I should.
I would hope so. There you go.
Yeah. So for those of us, as I didn't have one to show you live, but that is another vintage.
Wow, this Mai Kai went off the label.
Yeah, how about that? And this was I did pay $3 for that back in the day, and I sold it. I think it was best offer, Jason, of $35, honey. Yeah, because you know why I sold it so cheap on this one? I've had it forever.
And although vintage and a cool print with tikis and stuff on it, this was made very plentiful.
Yeah.
You can find this dress in both long and short, and this Hawaiian shirt, and then you can find it in the reds and the blues and the browns. So this was a very common print, although still good. It's just not going to command huge money because there was so many made.
So many of them. So when that came along, I said, "Oh God, it's gone." Just because I've had it too long, just too long. All right, now this next item. This, we talked about this kind of on your show the other night, Jason, in the Secret Beach, on empty things to try and get money. These were originally cookie tins, delicious cookie tins from Hawaii, and they're put out by Tommy Bahama. So I said, well, I'm going to try and put up the empty tins for sale. So, I had bought the cookies and we ate all the cookies, and I put the tins up and I had them up there and sold them for $14.99 for full price. So, don't throw away some stuff, guys, because we talked about empty bottles, empty liquor bottles and tins, and they, you can get money for things like that. So, there you go. Okay. This didn't take too long to sell. This is one of those freebies that I got from my girlfriend. This was the bamboo purse. So I did not pay anything for it. And I sold it for the full asking price of $32.99. And I noticed, Jason, that those bamboo purses, they bring some decent money. And I did sell my first item from the Mickey Mouse estate sale that we went to. This was the set of salad dishes that I estimated I paid $12 for the set, Jason, and Mom sold them for the full price of $99.99. So that was very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's about already paid for my haul. Now I just got to start selling some of the other pieces. And we're going to end up with this, everybody, because these were some champagne glasses that I personally owned, and we just never used them. I said, oh, let's sell these. And I did sell them for best offer of $35. But I took some pictures when Dad started to package this. I said, oh, we got to take some pictures. So here's how we did it. He started with those are one of those album
Mailers.
Yeah, mailers. And so we started with that. And then he started to finagle it to put in the box to separate out, each of the glasses. So he did that. And then, as you can see, we're starting to put it in the box. And then the next picture will show you. So as you can see, guys, in that box there, he's got one underneath that top part, one on the side, and one on top of that. So they were all separated so that they wouldn't be next to each other, as we shipped them. And the more he put it together, the more I was just flabbergasted at the ingenuity of making that from scratch. And then, Jason, what's the next shot, honey? What do we have there? Oh, yeah. Then, of course, I wrapped each of the glasses in bubble wrap and shrink wrap and then taped. So, they did have it. We had a tube for one. So we put the one in the tube. So there were four. So we put all four, in the box and sealed her up. And away she went, just like that. So, yeah, I just thought, you guys might want to see that one because they're very delicate. So that's something, and we put peanuts in the top and, make sure that, there was no room for it to jiggle and all of that kind of thing. So Dad did a really good job on that. Okay.
Oops. Not me.
We're done? Yes. All right. How we doing? All right. We might run over. I'll save some for next time too. I'll just some few things. Okay. I picked this up because it was only 99 cents. This is one of those candle holders, you guys. Oh, where you've got the top and the bottom. You put your big, tall Yankee candle in here, and then and it is Christmas one, and the design is 3D. But I'm going to list this for around $20, everybody. So can you see all that?
Yep.
Yeah, these are really cute. I use these a lot throughout my house. When I burn my candles. Now this, we looked high and low, and we could not find this anywhere. Okay. Oh boy.
And then she broke it.
Yeah, it's 3 pieces. It's a sombrero, and I'm assuming it's like for veggies or a dip of some sort here, because there's that part, and then this is the sombrero. Now originally it sold for $50. Originally, the price tag is still on it. No special brand name or anything, but I've never seen one of these. I don't know if you guys have or not. So like I said, it's got the 3 pieces, and I'll probably, we paid $2, and I will probably list this for around $40-45, everybody. It's heavy, so it's going to have to go standard shipping, FedEx, okay? All right. Then we picked up this at a garage sale, or actually it was an estate sale. It was only $1, but it's, it's a metal first aid kit, you guys. And, these things do sell pretty well, and it's still got the goodies in there. So that will probably sell for around $20-25, you guys. Anytime you see the old tin Band-Aid things, the tape, buy those because they do sell pretty darn good, you guys. Okay.
Elisa says, "Thanks, Peg. Now we all want nachos."
Yeah, that sounds good too, doesn't it? Okay, your dad picked this up for $2. It is an LL Bean folding cribbage board, Jason. It's really, really nice. I should probably have it out of the box. What's nice, it's got all of its goodies. I don't think they ever used it. Here's the LL Bean. You can see that. Do you want me to open the whole thing or no?
Nah.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, it's got the hooks on it. It's a beautiful board. It's quite lovely. Hey, speaking of boards, have you used yours yet? Have you played?
No, it's on our coffee table. We've been waiting to play, but we both been so busy doing stuff that at the end of the night we're just like on the couch, like. Oh. Kathy said, "List that sombrero quick before the Super Bowl."
Oh yeah. Oh, good idea. Thank you. I'll have Dad take pictures of that, and we'll get this up right away. All right. Now your dad picked this game up for $1. Yeah, you know. And these sell pretty well. And this is sealed, everybody. It's Mensch. And I'm gonna put this up for $39.99, Jace.
Nice.
You know, some board game. I mean, I don't know anything about this game, but the one when I did do my research, everybody does use the, you know, the German words and all of that good stuff. So yeah, so we'll do that. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you one more small item.
Oh no. Oh no. Remember her goals this year?
I know.
Big items? Oh, cool.
I know. Well, I because it's pink, that's why Mom bought it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a pink Christmas tree. Stands about 3 feet tall, maybe. And I paid $3 for it, you guys. And I'm going to list this between 40 and 50. And it does light up. It does light up. Okay. All right. I'll do one more. Oh, no. Wait a minute. 2 more. Let me get this one. Ooh. Your dad hasn't found any of these for a long time, but we did find one over the weekend. We have a hockey stick.
No big things.
Yep. Now, this is where, when we ship these, you guys, we ask people, places that sell material and have the tubes, you know, how the material is wrapped, comes off the long tubes. So we put the handle in the tube, and then Dad builds a box, you know, around the bottom part when we ship these. So, and those will go FedEx as well. Okay. Now my last goodie, Jason, you ready?
All right.
All right. So we picked this up at an estate sale we went to on Saturday. It was quite the sale. They had some gorgeous, gorgeous items. And Dad and I, this was listed for $125. We bought it for $100.
Oh, I saw it in there, but I wasn't exactly sure what I was seeing.
Uh-huh.
That is badass.
Yes, this is a Tiffany reproduction of a Nautilus shell. And it's just gorgeous. Dad wants to keep it. But I said, well, maybe we should list it and put the high price on it. We probably would list this for around $500, maybe $600, everybody. It's because even the Tiffany reproductions bring big bucks. I mean, some of them are $1,100, $1,200, Jace, you know, when we see them. But I put it back in the little nook, you know, in the great room next to the reading chair. It looks awfully nice in there. But, you know, we may list it and put up, like I say, put the high price dollar on it. If it sells, fine. If it doesn't, we don't mind to keep it. But it was a beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. Yeah. So that's it.
All right. So I heard that if you give a little Carlton dance,
Yeah.
give a little hula dance,
Ooh.
and throw some flames in there, and you then summon. Hey, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Unmute yourself, Craig.
That would be helpful.
Yes, it sure would. Hey, Craig, what are you doing here? What are you doing here sneaking into our show?
I was trying to find Hawaiian shirt so I could feel myself with it and say, is this bark cloth? But all we could find was a little lei and this, which is actually vintage Hawaiian. It's a Surf King.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I changed my name to Moondoggy because this is what reminded me of like the Gidget show.
Sure.
But yeah, thank you so much for doing that, addressing that sort of thing with the bark cloth, because it is one of the biggest challenges that I know. I go into thrift stores all the time, and Mary, who I know is in your chat, is like, I've been messaged her and other people and you, Jason, going, what does this look like? Where do I feel? I'm feeling things in thrift stores, it's like, not lately, because we don't even have thrift stores. So I live vicariously through Peggy's, we just went to an estate sale, and I'm like, oh God, what's that like? I remember estate sales.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And you know, that's all that we have right now for us to go to because of the weather, of course. And so we are trying to get to as many estate sales as we can right now.
Well, I'm saving up my U.S. quarters for when I can finally come back across to Cleveland.
Please do. Please do.
So Craig popped in to let us know something. What for those of you who are going to be bored next Thursday, since there'll be no thrifty business,
we're actually doing one of our live Max Sold auction closes on the Thursday night. I actually made sure we timed it for after thrifty business. So it was supposed to be Jason did his thrifty business, and then we would go at 9 o'clock and do our live close at 9:15. So we're going to be doing it then. We're on for about an hour. It's literally our live auction that's happening. We don't know what stuff right now. We've got stuff. We got about 90 items up there. We're doing the close because of the way they've got COVID protocols in place, where we have to distance for like for pickups and things like that. But we've had a few surprises already. We had an ottoman that's been sitting in our house for the longest time, and I thought, oh, we'll throw this up. And we've already got, I think, $65 bid on this ottoman. Nice. And our Pyrex is going through there. And then there's other stuff, like we put a Whitco up.
Whoa.
It's the giant Whitco that we bought, the Conquistador. It was just taking up too much room. It's too big. It doesn't fit in our house. We tried it on Facebook Marketplace. Nobody wanted it on Facebook Marketplace. We've got it on here. We still have $0 bid on it. So I'm like terrified. So you can watch me be terrified, cry, scream like a little teenage girl, like all of a sudden BTS has walked into the room on some items. It's all fun while we're doing it. And we'll also have an Ask Me Anything for anybody who's interested in doing Max Sold and trying to learn questions about it. So that'll be 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock on Thursday for Thrifty Business.
Okay, great.
The Canadian Max Sold edition.
Love it. I'll be there.
And what's your channel? What's your channel?
Oh, Two Dogs Digs.
For those who don't know, if I got to tell you how to do your own promotion, you don't get no more promotions.
Two Dogs Digs. I'll be like Peggy. It's so hard to look at things going, where do I hold stuff? I'm doing
I know.
all the time for things like that. So that's our Two Dogs Digs, where we put the F for fun in thrift.
So there you go. If you're like fan of 30 business there on Thursday, go hang out with Craig and Rick. Craig will be on camera. Rick will be yelling from off camera like they normally do. And I would be watching if I wasn't busy, but I like watching because it's, with Max Solds, if you've never seen them, as a bid comes in, then the auction gets extended. It's not like eBay. eBay has a hard end. Max Sold has a soft close. So as long as bids keep coming in, the time keeps trucking. So sometimes you got those things like the Conquistador, you're like, no bids. And then at the last second, bid. So
yeah, that's what we love. The soft close means that it keeps going.
Yeah. Absolutely. Speaking of which, Jason, have I stayed clear?
Yes, you have. You were a little you got a little pausey every once in a while, but it wasn't too bad.
Okay. All right. Because I am doing the show via my telephone my telephone. Oh, good God. My iPhone. Dating myself. And so that's why I have a hard time because I'm looking at this little tiny screen instead of my big computer screen. But that's okay.
Heather wants to know if you're going to sing Thursday night.
No.
Well, Brian said hopefully not. There you go, Brian. You got your wish.
I saved that for Tuesdays.
All right. Well, we are out of here. I'm going to go home and watch the end of this game, even though who's winning, Craig? Who's winning? Do you know?
Go Sports.
Go Sports. That's what I was waiting for. Go Sports.
I love you, Craig.
It's Buffalo and somebody.
Yeah, you're halfway there. Kansas City.
Okay. Kansas City Royals.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Builders, Bombers. Kansas City Bombers with Raquel Welch.
All right.
All right.
It was a movie. It really was a movie.
Rick's trying to get us to hang up. We're off the rail. All right, buddy. Yeah, tune in Thursday night. And then, so 2 weeks from today, Mom and I will be back. And then a week from Thursday, I'll be back with Thrifty Business. And then soon I will share the Jason and Stacy new adventures coming soon. So with that, thank you, Mom. Good to see you, Craig. Mm-hmm. And good to see everyone live. Pleasure hanging out with you on a Sunday night. And I don't care who wins tonight. I just hope they beat Brady in 2 weeks.
Yep, there you go.
Bye, everybody. Have a good evening. For selling past their expiration date, being thrifty over 50. I'm Jay.
I'm Peg, and we're gone. Thanks, everybody.
And that's Craig.
Bye-bye.